Hello there. Please excuse the hoodie. It's a little cold in the garage today. It's in the 20s here in Texas, and so I'm not in my usual attire, but got the Baby Yoda rocking, so I think it counts. But today I want to show you guys just a really quick and cheap pike extension that you can do for a regular saber. First, I do want to just kind of break down the saber itself. One of the things that I do quite often is I will, whether I'm updating a core or updating just parts of one of my existing sabers, I find that it's actually cheaper to just buy a whole new saber, swap out the parts or the core that I need, and then sell what's left over. So that's kind of what I'm going to do with this. So I actually bought this with the Xenopixel core because I'm going to put that in my Mystic Knights Armory Starfighter handle, because I thought I was going to get baselit, so that's why I got it with the baselit originally, but that Xenopixel features are just way too cool, so I decided I would go ahead and do that. So I went to Fire Sabers. I ordered the this switch and emitter are all one piece. This is a grip section, and then we've got this coupler pommel, which is going to come in handy with that pike extension, and then I just ordered it with the Xenopixel core. So when it arrived, I just swapped out the cores. So now this is actually just a baselit. So, it doesn't have the pixels in the blade. So it's on and off, but it's got the full smooth swing, RGB color changing, all that stuff. So it's the most up-to-date of the baselit cores. But I really do like I wanted to kind of get this to just kind of experience this particular emitter. I've seen this on various LGT sites, and I kind of like it. It's got this nice choke point here, which is very comfortable. And of course, I like the windows. Now this can act as a choke point. I do recommend getting a file though, because even though these aren't sharp, if I hold this here, I do kind of feel the edges. So especially if you're going to get this for a kid, I would get a file and just kind of gently shave those off. So also be mindful of the color you're going to get. So if you're going to do that on a black hilt, that's going to expose the silver aluminum. So at that point, weather the whole thing, I think would look really good. But just wanted to show this saber off because again, once I kind of do this little review, I'm actually going to put this up for sale, just because it was cheaper than buying a whole nother Xenopixel core. And then I was going to have this extra baselit saber left over, or this baselit core. So, I like to at least, get that back to the community. But let's take a look at this pike extension. So overall cost of this, maybe a little bit over 20 bucks. And the most expensive part would be this LGT piece, which is normally an emitter. So normally you would hold it like so, and your blade's going to come out here. But really, what this is a mop handle. So it's aluminum, not wood. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to do that, try to get the aluminum. Wood's going to be okay, but wood's going to be a lot heavier. So you need this to be a little bit more light. So that's why I went with the aluminum. Actually, I went with it because my wife was throwing it out, but that's neither here nor there. But this was 7/8 inch, and this. So I actually have a piece of blade tube here. You can kind of see it peeking out here. So that's going all the way up to about here. That creates a nice handle point, and then I just kind of wrapped that with electrical tape. I also used a 2-part epoxy resin, not only to glue this part to this, but I also glued this emitter here because I do not want this to come off at all. And even though it does have the retention screws there, I just went ahead and resined it on there because there's no reason for this to come off. You can apply the same principle to the pommel if you actually want an actual pommel on there. I went the cheap route. I think this was a cologne cap, and then I just kind of glued some gems on there. I definitely went with a little bit more colorful in this case, as you can see by that purple shiny finish. And that's just, I went to the dollar store and got some duct tape. So they have this in various colors. So, but overall, very cheap to add a cool pike extension to really any LGT saber. I do recommend a shorter blade. So if you notice, this blade is only 24 inches. You can kind of tell that it's not coming out here. But experiment with stuff. I think this is a cheap enough option that it's worth going out and trying to do a few different things. The biggest thing is get the right saber with the right piece to attach to your pike, and you're pretty much golden. So. And height-wise, that's a little shorter than me. I hope you guys enjoyed. May the force be with you.